Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ogochukwu and I am happy that you're here once again. So today we're going to be having a little chit chat on culture shocks in Qatar. Yay! Okay. I've been in Qatar for some months, and there are one or two things Qatar lifestyle has taught me. I have seen the beauties in Qatar. I have seen that Qatar is a wonderful, calm city. I have seen that Qatar is a place that welcomes families. Now, that's notwithstanding, there are some things that I saw and I asked myself, yay, is it? Number one on my list is cold. Hey! When we landed in Qatar, inside the airport, I didn't feel cold. And my husband was telling me then that we should go get a winter jacket, or he will buy a winter jacket for us, which of them will be okay. And I said, don't bother, it's not Qatar. He said, there is cold. I said, the cold, don't worry, our normal sweater will be enough. So we bought sweaters, and we wore sweaters, so I felt comfortable. And from the videos I have watched from people that have come to Qatar earlier, they were like, that when they were inside the airport, it was cool and calm. Then they came out of the airport, that they felt this heat. So I felt, if there is heat already, so why would during this winter it won't be that cold now? That was my ideology until your girl now decided to come outside of the airport. Yay! The cold that greeted my face. Thank God I took the blanket that they gave us in the plane. So I covered them. I covered my son with his sweater. We used the blanket again and covered ourselves. My husband was laughing. He said, "Shebi, he told me," and I said, "No, we can." I said, "Please be fast. Let us go inside." For 2 days, I did not stand up from the bed. The cold was doing me something. I barely did anything. All I was doing, my husband that period was just pushing me to stand up to do one or two things. Now, at least you are not here. At least you're not outside. I said, the cold. Oh, Paris is too much for me. Oh, I cannot handle it. But he said, don't worry, it's because you are new. So that was my number one culture shock. Qatar, it can be cold though. So if you are planning to come to Qatar during the winter period, please be well kitted. Because I thought it's only, now all those places that snow used to fall, like Canada. That's where cold will catch you very well. But someone that has never been outside the country, so it's my first time, I felt no, the cold will not be that too much. It will not be something I cannot handle. It was not. I felt the cold. That is why. So the second one is that when you are in the bus, okay, I'm going to leave a link to one of the videos where I videoed where women stays differently. So when you are in a bus, where the men sit is different from where the women sit. And in my mind, I was like, because when we entered, I was like, my husband, come and sit beside me. He said, no, don't worry, I will sit behind. And we were carrying our son. And I said, okay, because of our son, come and sit with us. So that was the legal right he had to sit with me in that place. So only for him that he now showed me the sign where women sit at the front while men goes to the back. He believed that women should be protected. It's a good thing about Qatar and I love it too. But then, we now coming from Nigeria, Everybody, they enter bus with you. You sit, I sit. You shift, I shift. Man touch you, you touch the man. But here, it's not like that too. You sit, you are supposed to respect women. Actually, that's where they made it. So to me, it was kind of a culture shock when my husband had to say no, he's not going to sit with me, he's going to sit on his own. That's number 2. Number 3 is that Uber. Hey, sorry, in where I wrote down so that I'll be remembering. Uber. You know, when you hear Uber, or if you are coming from Nigeria and you hear Uber, what basically will come to your mind is Toyota Camry, Honda, you know, all those cars, all those small cars. I'm going to if you see Jeep, SUVs that is coming as Uber, in my mind I'm like, what? See fine car, see fine SUV, it's coming to pick me up for Uber, and how much am I going to pay? It's not like in Nigeria. If you're going to have that kind of class, you will know how much you are going to pay now, because they made Uber now. If you're checking your Uber app, there are stratas. There's even the one that you enter, they will not put AC for you. Abi? For me, yeah, AC is at your demand. You want AC, you don't want AC. You will have to enjoy yourself. When I saw it, I said, oh my God. Okay. That's the 3rd one. Then the 4th one is cats. Okay. I don't know if it's everywhere in Qatar, but the area we are staying has cats. And these cats, you dare not mistreat this cat. Actually, you dare not mistreat any animal in Oyibo land, we know that. But cats, they are like your co-landlord. I don't know the word to use, because they are well fed. They are not pets. So it's different thing to say that they are pets. They are not pets. I'm not talking about that they are pets. Like, they have this right to pass the road. You know, a car can actually be coming and go slow just so that the cat can pass. Cats are kind of, in quotes, reverenced here, in the sense that you don't just attack a cat anyhow. Cats can walk into your compound and highest you do is shoo. You cannot kick that cat or do anything bad to that cat. And I'm like, in Nigeria you see cats, like you see like the rate at which cats are walking. Cat, if you're not one of these people that are religiously inclined to speak in tongues on top cat matter. But here, no, cats, you can see cats and you pass, and you and cat can be walking side by side. Even you can just be walking and you see cat on top of somebody's car, like cat is resting on top of somebody's car. Yeah, I have seen that, and that was a culture shock for me. Then another one is time. The day. One day I woke up and it was 5 a.m. and I looked out and I saw that the day is getting bright. I checked the time and it's 5 a.m. past 5, and I looked out. It was like 7 a.m. Nigerian time. I looked at myself and I said, oh my God. It shocked me. It shocked me. Yes, I was shocked. I was like, but it's 5 a.m. now. Why is the day so bright? And I began to understand that, you know, places differ. I remember one of the days I have actually done a lot of researches on some countries, like all those cold countries that they will put on YouTube, where it's a 24 hours light. This is me having a little bit of taste of what it means to have such a time and light different situation. And I said, oh, okay, now I see why it's like that, you know. And though it shocked me, but what will I say? So that from that, bringing me back to the last point for now. Okay, no, not the last point, but let me say, bringing me to the next point, which is water. You know, in Qatar there are water. We have water. One of my videos where I showed you people where we saw water. But there is something somebody told me, that during summer, water used to be hot water. I thought it was a joke until I experienced it. I was ready to cook. It was around 10 a.m. The day was very bright. Temperature was about 39 degrees. Excuse me. And I didn't know what to do. Only for me, as in I wanted to go and cook. I put on the water. You know, first one that will come out was normal, so I did not feel it. Only for me to put my hand in the second one. Nobody tell me I rub my hand like this. Oh my god. And I said, hey, well, is that it? Is that what they said? I removed my hand. You know when you touch hot water now, it shocked me, and I'm like, oh my god. I had to remove my hand, and I realized that oh, is that what they meant? So I was advised though that when you face that kind of thing, you bring out the water, it will cool. You will now, unlike in Nigeria, that you fetch the water, put it out in the sun to get hot. Here, you bring it out from the tap and keep it inside to get cold. So that was a culture shock for me. Oh, it made me, I don't know about you, but that was a culture shock for me. So another culture shock for me, I don't know if it is to everybody that has traveled to abroad, but to me it was seeing cassava, cocoyam, coconut in malls, like big malls. You know what I have, you know, if you have not left Nigeria before and you leave, when you come to your destination, what you would be seeing from Nigeria will be different from what you actually see when you have entered. Is the truth, and I think it's everybody's first time experience. When I check, I say, is this not cassava? I check. I saw cocoyam, and it's the type that me I love eating. That cocoyam, this one is even extinct. As the last time I asked my mom for it, she said she doesn't really have it. It's not ADG. There is this particular cocoyam that you just press like this, it will come out. I don't know if you're an Igbo person like me and you grew up, some of your life is from the village, you understand what I mean. I am seeing that cocoyam here in Qatar. So if I want to cook cocoyam soup, it's not hard at all. I want to cook. If I want to now do abacha, it's not hard. If I want to use, like, I say, it shocked me because I was expecting that all those things. And this is not in African market though. I'm not talking about African markets. I'm talking about real malls. Don't worry, I'm going to snap it and I'll put the picture around somewhere here, and then you would see it. I saw cocoyam, I saw cassava, and then coconut. I did not know. So when I now noticed that, okay, different countries bring in their different foods, and you know Qatar is a is a versatile place. Many nationalities are living here, so I believe that's why such a thing is here. But you know, it shocked me because I did not know that I would see such here. So when you are coming, there are things you need to pack that is specially for you, depending on your locality. Maybe one of these days I would do a video of what you need to pack when you are, yes, I'm going to do that very soon. What you need to pack when you are coming to Qatar. Okay, I'm going to do that video. So but right now there are things you can actually get in the mall. So one of them is this, and I felt, oh wow, okay, no problem then. So we have come to the end of today's video on culture shocks in Qatar. I hope you enjoyed my little story, and if you loved and if you love what I did or what I'm doing, do not forget to like this video, click on the subscribe button, and if you want to share, I would like you to share it with someone who is planning to come to Qatar, so that the person will understand how he or she would behave. And if you are already in Qatar and you are watching this video, I would like you to drop in the comment section what are your own culture shocks. What did you experience when you came to Qatar? Like me, I have shared mine. What was yours? I would love to hear from you. Thank you once again for watching this beautiful girl, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.